So David Icke has just come out with a new video. I just saw it. I don't know if it's that new, but it's funny because I've been talking about this stuff and we've been talking about this sort of stuff for like a year now, and I see David Icke's videos coming out talking about it, and especially the ones that I talk about heaven being fake, the astral realm being fake. Well, they do exist, but it's like fake. People think it's a real heaven, but it's the fake heaven. It's where you get stuck in the matrix still. So it's part of the matrix. I've been talking about this, and now I just saw a video of David Icke because I've done my studies. I went through hundreds of near-death experiences, and that's what I figured out, because the guides that are up there that keep recycling you and send you back to earth are not actually guides. They're demons in disguise. So I've really figured all this out, and David Icke is now coming out and saying that, and that's amazing and all, but it's like he's kind of withholding this information, sort of, because he's got this information. So why is he telling us now that we've figured it out almost? So in that sense, I kind of feel really suspicious towards him. I've had this thought that maybe he's like a reptilian, like a good reptilian. So as in like a reptilian that is trying to kind of ascend, because reptilians can ascend too if they want to be on the light, if they want to be on our side, right? So I've thought that maybe he's that. Maybe he is trying to get on our side. But at the same time, I think it totally makes sense that he's a reptilian because he does have access to this sort of information. But then at the same time, I don't know if he's truly on our side. That's just the way I'm looking at it at the moment. I'm not 100% sure about him. But it's interesting how he said that. And no one else, well, not many people have figured this out. I'm the one who actually came out with it the first time. I was saying the astral realm is fake and everything. Anyway, another thing that I wanted to say was that David Icke, in this video that I just watched, he was talking about how they use, well, the archons or reptilians, whatever you want to call it, they using our grief, our sadness, our fear, our anxiety and depression as loosh. Whereas I've been getting downloads that they use any human emotion as loosh. They use the high vibrational emotions as loosh as well. Actually, gratitude is one of their favorites, and that is why you see gratitude being encouraged everywhere. And you know what the funny thing is? I never was grateful. Well, yeah, I'd be grateful of, things here and there, just like a normal person. I'd be like, yeah, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that here and there. But I always was so suspicious of it because everyone is like being gratitude and stuff, like, Dr. Joe Dispenza and all that it just made me question it. And me thinking that there's something shifty about it, it always comes to me because I know deep down. And then I get the download that is actually one of the top loosh, like, is gratitude. Gratitude, being in gratitude. Grief is one of what the other one that's very, like, they love that loosh. And another one is begging. So, all the religions out there, people begging to this so-called God, that's another loosh. These are the top three loosh that they love: gratitude, grief, and begging. Okay, but any other human emotion is still loosh. But so what do you do if you don't want to be used as loosh? I mean, we can't really help it. We go through grief, we cry, we laugh, we're grateful for something naturally, all this stuff happens. So we are going to be loosh no matter what. But what do you do so that you're not being used as loosh as much as possible? And that is neutrality. So you want to be neutral. You want to turn off your human emotions. So you pretty much want to tap into your spirit, okay, to what you truly are. You don't want to sort of identify as a human being, pretty much, which is hard because we live in a world where we are acting as these human beings, and we do have emotions, and we do go through, sadness, frustration, happiness, all this stuff. But what I'm trying to say to you is that this is the download I got. Neutrality cannot be used as louche because it's neutral. And you know what that is? It is actually your soul's blueprint. So your spirit, your soul, its blueprint is neutrality. Its frequency is neutrality. It's not unconditional love. It's not authenticity. It's none of those. It's neutrality. Actually, unconditional love is probably out there as well, I would say. Unconditional love, gratitude, like huge louche. Okay? So be neutral, tap into your spirit, and you know, this is how you can actually manifest your desires too, in a way. Like, I haven't manifested my desires yet, so I can't really speak on that, but that's the download. That's the thought that I'm getting, that it's when you're neutral in the mind, because I don't think it's possible to be outside the matrix while we're here on earth. When you are neutral, you are out of the matrix in the mind. So yes, that's that force, that's that frequency that is going to create what you want. Have you ever noticed, like, when you're trying to like manifest something, for me anyway, when I'm trying to manifest something, the universe, this is why I think the universe or God is against us. The universe or God is the matrix, is the devil, and it's like attacking you. It's like throwing you like obstacles, throwing you challenges so that you don't get your desire. Okay, sorry, I was getting cold, but yeah, that's what I mean. When you're neutral, when you don't give a fuck what they're throwing at you, when you do not seem phased, when you don't pay attention to the 3D as Neville Goddard's teachings, you know, you gotta ignore the 3D to manifest your desires. That totally makes sense. The 3D is the matrix. It's the devil. It's all the fucking shit that they throw at you so that you don't get your desires. So you get your desires by being neutral because it's already done.